For young people, appreciate sacred things. Instructions. Do this exercise in quiet surroundings. As you read the scriptures, imagine that you are part of the event. Visualize the scene. Hear the voices. Feel the emotions of the characters. Let the account come to life. Main characters: Isaac, Rebekah, Jacob, and Esau. Summary. Esau sells his birthright to his twin brother Jacob. Analyze the scene as we read Genesis chapter 25, verses 20 to 34. And Isaac happened to be 40 years old at his taking Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Paddan Aram, the sister of Laban the Syrian, as his wife. And Isaac kept on entreating Jehovah especially for his wife, because she was barren. So Jehovah let himself be entreated for him, and Rebekah his wife became pregnant. And the sons within her began to struggle with each other, so that she said, "If this is the way it is, just why am I alive?" With that she went to inquire of Jehovah. And Jehovah proceeded to say to her, "Two nations are in your belly, and two national groups will be separated from your inward parts. And the one national group will be stronger than the other national group, and the older will serve the younger." Gradually her days came to the full for giving birth, and look, twins were in her belly. Then the first came out, red all over like an official garment of hair. So they called his name Esau. And after that his brother came out, and his hand was holding on to the heel of Esau, so he called his name Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old at her giving them birth. And the boys got bigger, and Esau became a man knowing how to hunt, a man of the field, but Jacob a blameless man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac had love for Esau, because it meant game in his mouth, whereas Rebekah was a lover of Jacob. Once, Jacob was boiling up some stew when Esau came along from the field and he was tired. So Esau said to Jacob, "Quick, please, give me a swallow of the red there, for I am tired." That is why his name was called Edom. To this Jacob said, "Sell me, first of all, your right as firstborn." And Esau continued, "Here I am simply going to die, and of what benefit to me is a birthright?" And Jacob added, "Swear to me first of all." And he proceeded to swear to him, and to sell his right as firstborn to Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he went to eating and drinking. Then he got up and went his way. So Esau despised the birthright. What characteristics did Jacob and Esau display, even while still in the womb? How do you picture the physical appearance of Jacob and of Esau as young men? What emotions do you sense in the conversation between Jacob and Esau in verses 30 to 33? Dig deeper. Using research materials at your disposal, find out something about the rights of the firstborn son. Why were these rights important? What was the significance of selling these rights for a bowl of stew? Analyze the scene as we read Genesis chapter 27, verses 1 to 10, and 30 to 38. Now it came about that when Isaac was old, and his eyes were too dim to see, he then called Esau his older son, and said to him, "My son." At which he said to him, "Here I am." And he went on to say, "Here now I have become old. I do not know the day of my death. So at this time take, please, your implements, your quiver and your bow, and go out to the field and hunt some venison for me. Then make me a tasty dish, such as I am fond of, and bring it to me. And, let me eat, in order that my soul may bless you before I die." However, Rebekah was listening while Isaac spoke to Esau his son. And Esau went on out into the field to hunt game and to bring it in. And Rebekah said to Jacob her son, "Here, I just heard your father speaking to Esau your brother, saying, 'Bring me some game and make me a tasty dish, and, let me eat, that I may bless you before Jehovah before my death. And now, my son, listen to my voice in what I am commanding you. Go, please, to the herd, and get me from there 2 kids of the goats, good ones, that I may make them up into a tasty dish for your father, such as he is fond of. Then you must bring it to your father, and he must eat it, in order that he may bless you before his death. Verses 30 to 38 read, Now it came about as soon as Isaac had finished blessing Jacob. Yes, it indeed came about when Jacob had barely come out from before the face of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came back from his hunting, and he too went about making a tasty dish. Then he brought it to his father and said to his father, Let my father get up and eat some of his son's game, in order that your soul may bless me. At this Isaac his father said to him, Who are you? To which he said, I am your son, your firstborn, Esau. And Isaac began to shake with a great trembling in extreme measure. And so he said, Who then was it that hunted for game and came bringing it to me, so that I ate of everything before you could come in, and I blessed him? Blessed too he will become. On hearing his father's words, Esau began to cry out in an extremely loud and bitter manner, and to say to his father, Bless me, even me too, my father. But he went on to say, Your brother came with deception, that he might get the blessing meant for you. At this he said, Is that not why his name is called Jacob, in that he should supplant me these 2 times? My birthright he has already taken, and here at this time he has taken my blessing. Then he added, Have you not reserved a blessing for me? But in answer to Esau, Isaac continued, Here I have appointed him master over you, and all his brothers I have given to him as servants, and grain and new wine I have bestowed for his support. And where is there anything I can do for you, my son? Then Esau said to his father, Is there just one blessing that you have, my father? Bless me, even me too, my father. With that, Esau raised his voice and burst into tears. What emotion do you sense in Esau's voice when he realized that his brother had received the blessing of firstborn? Dig deeper. Was it wrong for Rebekah and Jacob to maneuver events so that Jacob received the blessing? Why or why not? Clue. See Genesis chapter 25, verses 23 and 33. Apply what you learned. Write down what you learned about the long-term consequences of instant gratification. For further application, what sacred things have been entrusted to you? In what specific ways can you show that you value sacred things? What aspect of this account is most meaningful to you, and why? If you don't have a Bible, ask Jehovah's Witnesses for one or read it online at www.watchtower.org. End of article.
After listening to this program, can you recall? Does it really matter whether there was a Garden of Eden? Did God know in advance that Adam and Eve would sin? How can you know if your sins can be forgiven by God? Is God concerned about you as an individual? Would you welcome a visit? Even in this troubled world, you can gain happiness from accurate Bible knowledge of God, His kingdom, and His wonderful purpose for mankind. If you would welcome further information or would like to have someone visit you to conduct a free Bible study, please write to Jehovah's Witnesses, 25 Columbia Heights, Brooklyn, New York, 11201, 2483, or visit our website at www.watchtower.org. End of magazine.